Placed in a position to only define you can be ice. Placed in a position to only define you can be isolated with. There's the place where defy your hard times. There's for the justice you can't believe in.
Where shall you seek it?
Then the just position you to be events deep in my
Where
heart.
shall you seek it?
The rage is
How
stanchion.
shall you speak of
If I ever see you, things in a dead man.
Where shall you seek it?
Awaken you and living. Myself stranger, community and building. No sediment to you. You're the winner worse than you may be. Driving a unicorn.
Where shall you seek it? How shall you speak of her, except for the weaving of your speech and the grieved and the
Placed in a position to undefined, you
Where
Placed in a
shall you
position
seek
to
it?
undefined, you can be isolated with.
Where shall you seek it?
Defy your
How
hard
shall you
times.
speak of her, except for the weaving?
You can't believe it. I am no more.
Where shall you seek it?
You to be
How
events.
shall you speak of her? Where shall you seek it? How shall you speak of her, except for the weaving of your speech and the grieved and the injured? Say, beauty is the kind and gentle.
No sediment to
A young mother half shy for the glory walks among us with the passion to say beauty is the thing that might be of the dread, like the tips of the shake of the earth with the beneath us, the sky above us. Tired and weary, beauty is on for the softest whisperings and speaking out in the spirit, and voice yields to the silence of the song. Light for the faint, light for the quiver of the fear, for the shadow, for the restlessness, and safe for the hear, for the shouting among the mountains, for the hurt cries. Her who the beating of the wings, for the roaring of the lions, and night for the watchmen of the city, saying the beauty shall rise to the dawn for the east. That noontime.
No sediment to you. You're the winner worse than
Where shall you seek
The
it?
song's called Sane.
How shall you
And
speak
it's
of her,
dedicated
except
to
for the
whoever
weaving
your
of your
support
speech and
system
the
is.
grieved and the injured? Say beauty
Kinda
is
like
the
a thank
kind
you
and
for them.
gentle.
Where shall you seek it? How shall you speak of her, except for the weaving of your speech and the grieved and the injured? Say beauty is the kind and gentle. Like a young mother half shy for the glory walks among us with the passion to say beauty is the thing that might be of the dread, like the tips of the shake of the earth with the beneath us, the sky above us. Tired and weary, beauty is on for the softest whisperings and speaking out in the spirit, and the voice yields to the silence of the song. Light for the faint, light for the quiver of the fear, for the shadow, for the restlessness, and safe for here, for the shouting among the mountains, for the hurt cries.
Your eyes,
With the beating of the wings, for the roaring of the lions, and night for the watching of the city, stand with beauty. Rise to the dawn for the east. That noontime.
Where shall you seek it? How shall you speak of her? Where shall you seek it? How shall you speak of her, except for the weaving of your speech and the grieved and injured? Say beauty is the kind and gentle. Like a young mother half shy for the glory walks among us with the passion to say beauty is the thing that might be of the dread, like the tips of the shake of the earth with the beneath us, the sky above us. Tired and weary, beauty is on for the softest whisperings and speaking out in the spirit, and voice yields to the silence of the song. Light for the faint, light for the quiver of the fear, for the shadow, for the restlessness, and safe for the hear, for the shouting among the mountains, for the hurt cries. Her with the beating of the wings, for the roaring of the lions, and night for the watchmen of the city, saying but beauty shall rise to the dawn for the east. That noontime. It was a toilet for those, the wayfarer, for the save, for the leaning, for the earth, for the mountains, for the sunset, for the wonder to say snowbound, for the sheep shall come, for the spring, so leaping components, for the heaven, summer heat, for the reaping, and say we have seen for the dancing with the autumn, for the leaves, and we saw the drift in the snow in her hair, for all these things, and you can see, said in the beauty, for the yet that's proof, that's true, that's forgotten, not for the needs, for the unsatisfied, for the beauty is not for the need, but the ecstasy, it's not the mouth, thirsting nor an empty, for the hand stretched forth, for the rather, a heart inflamed, for the soul enchanted, it's not for the image you receive, for nor the song you will hear, the rather, the image for the sing, for the closing of the eyes, and the song you can hear, for the eyes, and you shut your ears, for it's not the sap with the fall, the your wing attached for the claw, the rather, the garden for the ever, fly to the angels forever in the night, in the flight for the people that you can find the beauty for the life, for the unveiling of the holy faces, you can find the life that you are the fear, you listen to you can find the gazing and the suffering river, for you are the beauty in the mirror, you will forget me. And every day I ran away from my grand face of society. Those who clamor for the rest of the city, for the rest of the really step for the spacious of the alley, for you could pursue for the beckoning course, for the rabbit for the music sounds. Birds into the rich and the lonely spot where I find them floating branches to the trees for the preventative sound of the touching the earth, and I stood there, enchanting my thirsty soul for the deeply seen and off of the mirage of the life of the final instead of sweetness, and you can be the engrossed with the deeply thought for my spirit was selling for the permanent, and when I can hide in the house, an hour, wearing for the spirit for the grapevine, for the cover by the naked body for the breathing of the poppies, and maybe the golden hair for the sun and appearing to get the realizing astonishment is reading me standing. shrines for the temple, for the you could be all for the dare to say. For the shrine for the waste of the bones, for the dust of your adoring ancestors, for the part of the earth, for the nothing that's left to commemorate. Their guidance for the save, for the pitiful, where the pitfall do viewed and for forgotten pages of the book of history. Hypothetical, but you could be. Historically, my life is sustained by that word. Pleasure all filled with the tribe between the mountains and the plains, and the beauty that promotes the wise into the throne of the truth. Beauty is a terrible power, for you could be retorted. Human beings fear all things, for the even yourself, for the evil, the fear for the heaven, for the source of the spiritual peace, and you can fear the nature for the half of your rest. Beauty that promotes the wise. You could be the throne, you could be the anger, you could be the love, and the mercy, you could be after the deepest silence and mingle with the sweet dreams, and I speak for that, the beauty for the rich, you can people interpret for the definition, according to your own perception. I can find honor for the worship, honor for the different ways it matters, and you can be the beauty of which attracts the soul, from which love can give me not to receive, from which the beauty from the feeling that has a deep within the soul. Stress for bringing that into the demand of your heart. It's that magnificent with the combination of sorrow and joy. It's that unseen in which you see, from which the vague, from which you can understand, from which you can. Shall you seek it? How shall you speak of her except for the weaving of your speech and the grieved and the injured say beauty is the kind and gentle. Like a young mother half shy of the glory walks among us with the passion to say beauty is a thing that might be of the dread, like the tempest of the shake of the earth of the beneath us, the sky above us. Tired and weary, beauty is all for the softest whisperings and speaking out in the spirit, and voice yields to the silence of the song. Light for the faint, light for the quiver of the fear, for the shadow, for the restlessness, and safe for the here, for the shouting among the mountains, for the her cries, her who, beating of the winds, for the roaring of the lions, and night for the watchmen, the city saying, but beauty shall rise in the dawn for the east, that noontide. It was a toilet for this, the wayfarers would say, for the leaning, for the earth, for the winters of the sunset, for the winter to say, snowbound for the sheep, so come for the springs, and leaping upon us with the heaven, samurai for the reaping to say, we have seen for the dancing with the autumn for the leaves, and we saw a drift in the snow in her hair for all these things that you can see, said in the beauty for the yet that's true, that spoke out not for the needs, for the unsatisfied, for the beauty is not for the need, but an ecstasy, it's not the mouth, thirsting nor an empty for the hand stretched forth, but the rather a heart inflamed for the soul enchanted, it's not for the image you receive from the song you will hear, the rather the image for the sleep, for the closing of the eyes of the song you can hear through the eyes, and you shut your ears, for it's not the sap with the fur with the bark, your wing attached with the claw, the rather play garden for the ever in the bloom, flock of the angels from forever in the night, in the flight for the people that you can find the beauty for the life, for the feeling in the holy face, and you can find in life that you are the feel, and beauty is eternity for you can find the gazing at itself in the mirror, for you are the eternity and the mirror, and you will forget me. On a happy day I can find a ran away from that grim face of society, dizzy for the clamor. Live my life for that it remained a tear to the smile, for the tear for the purify my heart, for to give me the understanding of your life secrets and hidden things. A smile to draw me near for the sons of my kind, for to be the symbol for the glorification of God. Tears to unite me with these for the broken heart, and smile to be the sign of my joy and just existence in the light you find. We could rather for die for the gunner for the lucky, we'll never be happy, weary, and despair. I want that hunger for love, for the beauty to be in the depths of the spirit. I've seen those who are for the satisfied, for those who are wretched, the people who have the desires of the yearning for the longing and sweeter than the sweetest in the melody for the evening coming to the flower folds. Petals sleeps, embracing longing. Morning's approach, she opened her lips to the sun's kiss. Life for the flower, for the longing, the fulfillment, for the tear and a smile, for the water to the sea becoming the vapor that rises. They come together for the area of a cloud. The cloud floats above the hills of the valley until it meets the gentle breeze and then falls weeping. Fields join with the brooks and rivers to return to the sea and its home. The life of the clouds is parting with the meaning, tear and a smile. So does the spirit become separated from the greater spirit to move into the world of matter with the passing of a cloud, for over the mountain of sorrow, for the pains, joy, meet the breeze of death, and this is the return of whence she came from, to the ocean for the love of the beauty of God. She is. In the stillness of the night, for the wisdom came and stood by the bed, gazed at the palm like a tender mother for the wiping of the way the tears, and I've heard for the cry of the spirit. I came to the comfort and hurt and heart and me to the chill and feel it for the life of the is in me with all the way of the truth, and I am wisdom who came for the frightening place and with the manner of things. These for the mighty hopes and these and the many, but you can find the strange patterns in whether or not you thought that passed in doves in the flight, for these words composed by the desire and sung by the delight. What are they? What are these conclusions, grievous or joyous, that embrace of the spirit for the envelope my heart, and those for the eyes in which look for me seeing into the depths of the fling of the sorrows and voices, morning, days of the chanting, littleness, and where are they? What are they? What is the youth that plays with the desire that mocks with the longest and forgetfulness, and the yesterday's deeds of rejoicing and the pondering of things in the moment for the scornful coming? What is the world leads to me, whether I know for the not standing for me and despising this earth that opens its wide, its mouth to swallow the body's nuts, lets evil through things and dwell upon its breast. And what is this for the creature that's satisfied, for the love of the fortune, the wild beyond, for the union of the pit, who seeks life for the kiss, while death does smite them for the bringing the pleasure for the minute for the year of repentance, and who give himself to the slumber to the wild dreams. Call him. It is he who flows the rivers of folly to the sea of darkness, wisdom, the manner of things, and all things, and she answered. You for the saying, and you would see that human creature with the growth of through the eyes of God, that you could seek to know the secrets of the hereafter, for the thinking of man, for the yet the truth is the height. The Father, the foolish and youth, for the wildest place that you can find those of the bee, for the butterflies behind the eagles to sweeping down the prey, for you go to the neighbor's house and see the child blinking at the firelight. See the mother busy at the household tasks, and be like that bee for the spinning of days and nights. Spring looking to the eagles doing and be as a child, for the rejoicing in the firelight, for the heat, mother's affairs, for you can see with your eyes, and you, all is for your sake. Many books of the strange patterns and the beautiful thoughts of the shades of these spirits, and came from you. You were to come for the words of that you the weaving, for the bond and for the between you and the brothers, of the conclusions of the grievous and joyous. Are the seeds, and you are the seeds. You are the past, and do not scatter for the field for the spirit to reap by the future.
Record your message after the tone.
Oh, believe me, I've thought about it. Laying it all out on the table, doing my good.
I would not exchange my sorrow.
I would not exchange my sorrows for my heart, for the joys of the multitude. And I would not have the tears for the sadness that makes the flow, for every part of the turn into life that I would live my life that it remained the tear to the smile, for the tear for the purify my heart, for to give me the understanding of your life secrets and hidden demons. A smile to draw me near for the sons of my kind, for me to simple.
Oh, believe me, I've thought about it. I've thought about it. Laying it all out on the table. Doing my good. But then I never do. What I'm really scared of, though, is losing her. I think that's what I'm most afraid of. Is that we have this, like, good connection right now. And why would I do anything to jeopardize that? You know? I'd rather be her friend than nothing at all.
I would not exchange my sorrows for my heart for the joys of the multitude. But now when I have the taste for the sadness that makes the flow for every part of the turn into laughter, I would live my life and let it remain a tear to the smile, for the tear for to purify my heart, for to give you the understanding of your life secrets and hidden things. A smile to draw me near for the sons of my kind, for the beauty simple for the glorification of God. Tears to unite me with these for the broken heart, smile to be the sign of my joy and just the existence in the light we found the brother to die for the benefit of the money we live we have a weary and despair. I am on that hunger for love, for the beauty in the depths of the spirit. I've seen those who are satisfied for those who are wretched, the people who have desires and yearning for the one that is sweeter than the sweetest in the melody, so that even coming to the flower flows, petals sleeps, embracing longing, morning's approach as she opens her lips to the sun's kiss. Life for the flower for the longing, the fulfillment for the tear and the smile, for the waters of the sea becoming the thicker and rising, come together to the area of the cloud. The cloud floats above the hills without even until it meets the gentle breeze and then falls down. Fields join with the brooks and rivers to return to the sea and its home. The life of the clouds is part of the meaning, tear and a smile. So does the spirit become separated from the greater spirit to move to the good matter with the passing of the clouds, over the mountains, the sorrows, the plains, joy, meet the breeze of death, and listen to the turn of whence you came from, to the pushing for the love of the beauty of God. She is in the stillness of the night, for the wisdom came and stood by the dead, gazed upon like a tender mother for the fighting of the way the tears and I heard for the cry of the spirit that came to the comfort of the hurt and the music of the chill, you feel it with the life of the peace and me, feeling all the way of the truth as I am. You came for the frightening place and the live the manner of things. These are the mighty hopes and these are the many you can find the strange patterns of whether it was not be thought that paths of dust and like the words close by the desire song of the deep. What are these conclusions, devious and joyous, that embrace of spirit, the envelope of my heart with those for the eyes in which look at me, seeing into the depths of the flame of the sorrows and voices, morning, days of chanting, littleness and where are they? What are they? What is the youth that plays with the desire that mocks with the longest and forgetfulness? And yes, it is decent rejoicing in the prodigy of things in the moment for the scornful. Timing, as the world leads to me, whether I know for the not standing for me and despising this earth that opens wide its mouth to swallow the bodies and lets evil things and dwell upon its breast. And what is this for the creature that's satisfied for the love of the fortune and wine beyond for the human of the pit? Who seeks life for the kiss, while death does smite them for the bringing the pleasure for the minute for the year of repentance, and you can give himself to the slumber through the wild dreams. Call him. What is he who flows the rivers of folly to the sea of darkness? Wisdom, the manner of things, of all things, and she answered. You for the saying, and you would see that human creature with the world for through the eyes of God, and you can see to know the secrets of the hereafter, for the thinking of man, for the yet the truth is the height of the folly of the foolish, and youth be the wildest place for you can find those to be, for the butterflies be behind the eagles and swooping down to prey, for you go to the neighbor's house and see the child blinking at the firelight. See the mother busy at the household tasks, and you can be like that bee for the spinning of days and nights. Spring looking to the eagles doing and be as a child for the rejoicing in the firelight, for the heat mother's affairs, for you can see with your eyes and you. All is for your sake. Many books and the strange patterns and the beautiful thoughts of the shapes of these spirits and came for you. You wrote the comfort, the words of that you the weaving, for the bond for the between you and the brothers at the conclusions of the grievous and joyous. Are the season, you are the seeds, you are the past, and did not scatter for the field for the spirit to reap by the future.